Kearney was a wild town in the late 1870s. Cattle drive cowboys hitting the bars first thing in the morning and riding up and down the streets shooting their guns into the air at night. Townsfolk had reason to be concerned, especially when it came to protecting their horses. In a time before everyone had cars and tractors, horses served both roles. So folks from Kearney's Center Township on the east side of town got together and formed.
It was officially called the Anti-Horse Thief Society.
Marty Anderson volunteers at the Buffalo County Historical Society. That's where she came across this story in the well-worn official journal of the Anti-Horse Thief Society. A rather lengthy constitution sets dues at $1 a year for what was part posse, part insurance consortium. It also required members to chase down stolen horses.
If it took more than a day to search for this horse, then they were paid $2 a day for being away from home and doing this. If the horse could not be found, then the owner was paid. Some 3 neutral members of the society who were acquainted with the horse. Now, I don't know how often we get acquainted with horses, but they had to be acquainted with the horse or the mule, then could establish a value up to $150, and they would pay the owner then for the loss of his horse. I did notice in their bylaws that if a horse thief were captured, he was to be brought back and turned over to the authorities. So they were clarifying that officially they weren't lynching any horse thieves.
Officially. Actually, it appears there wasn't much action at all, although society members were paid expenses for pursuing a horse thief in 1882. Most of their time was spent holding meetings, setting dates for more meetings, making rules about meetings and dues, and debating things farmers still debate today, like which crops are more profitable. By 1885, they appeared to be all meetinged out, and the Anti-Horse Thief Society died a quiet death.
I think the danger of thievery was pretty much past, and so they stopped paying dues. They just didn't, they just kind of dried up.
Now, the Anti-Horse Thief Society is a small footnote of Nebraska history that's interesting to Anderson because of what it predated.
We thought we had a new idea with insurance companies. I don't think so.